Lexi, I also wanted to ask, I don't know where the other question is, Lexi, but I also wanted to ask if the Qenda would help with post-nasal drip and allergies, because I can't consume dairy because the mucus it produces. Yeah, so the whole reason why you have a intolerance to dairy and the reason why you get allergies to stuff like hay fever is because of inflammation in the intestinal lining. If your intestinal lining has inflammation, you actually have gaps in between your cells. And then when you have these gaps between the cells, undigested food particles like dairy can pass through, and then other toxins can pass through, like pollen, for example. That's why people get hay fever, because they've got inflammation in the intestines. They're breathing in the pollen and it's going through the damaged intestinal lining and getting into the blood and sparking an immune response. So that is why people get intolerances. It's because of the inflammation in the intestinal lining and stuff getting into the blood that shouldn't. So with you getting mucousy from dairy and stuff that you're getting from your allergies, yes. Simple answer is when you take the Qenda, it does help with these allergies. Some people don't actually have a proper intolerance to dairy. It's just that they've consumed it a lot and then it's ended up being a sensitivity. When it's a sensitivity to food or anything, what you need to do is cut that food out for 3 to 6 months, and then also take the Qenda for the 4-month protocol. And then after, I recommend 6 months, because basically what's happening is your body makes antibodies to that dairy and they stay circulating around your system for 3 to 6 months. So for that 3 to 6 months, you actually want to be cutting out the foods that you know that you're intolerant to. Then take the Qenda, do the 7 tubs over the 4 months, the full protocol. Then try introduce dairy again and see if you have the same intolerances to it. Because if you wasn't born with it, it's very likely that it's something that's happened. Well, it is something that's happened to your body over time. And then, of course, I do recommend more stuff like obviously organic but raw dairy, and make sure the place that you're getting it from tests it stringently and they have good hygiene practices. Because we have raw dairy here. We've got a cow that's like A2 casein, so you can get A2 raw A2 milk, and that can really help with dairy intolerances. We've got our next door neighbour, a fellow farmer, we give them the raw A2 milk, and she's been allergic to dairy all her life, and she says it's cured her. So yeah, A2 raw milk is what I recommend, and then also cutting out any foods that you're intolerant to for that 6-month period, and then reintroduce them afterwards. And if you don't know what foods you're intolerant to, it's normally the foods that you commonly eat, which is really annoying. The foods that you enjoy, that you commonly eat, are the foods that you commonly get intolerant to, because they're the stuff that's passing through your digestive system the most, and that's most likely to get into the blood, and then your body immune system is most likely to make antibodies to that. So you've got to cut out the food you're intolerant to for 3 to 6 months. So 6 months is on the safe side for that. Lexi,